This presentation is on the democratic theorist Alexis de Tocqueville and seeks to inform us on how he influenced modern democratic practices as well as principles that he and a Jamaican commentator agrees on. Completed by Sasha-Lee Mears, Jeremy Ginet, and Richard Barnaby. Alexis de Tocqueville was a French aristocrat, diplomat, political scientist, political philosopher, and historian. Born July 29, 1805 in Paris, France. Died April 16, 1859 in Cannes, France. Nationality French. He is best known for his works Democracy in America, as well as The Old Regime and The Revolution. However, for today's presentation, our group will take a closer look at arguably his most famous work, Democracy in America. Tocqueville wrote this book after spending 10 months of 1831 and 1832 in the United States on a mission from France to study American prison. This book was then considered progressive. He also wanted to see, open quote, what a great republic is like, end quote. Tocqueville's report on American prison is largely forgotten. But the other product of his trip, Democracy in America, is considered a classic, an astute picture of American life, as relevant as today when the first edition was published in France in 1835. This book contains 5 main ideas. 1. Equality of conditions and political equality. Political equality provides the strong foundation for democracy, a system that government in which sovereignty resides with the people and decisions are made by majority rule. This opposes aristocracy, where political powers reside with the noble. 2. Mobility and change. This can be viewed as a stamp of authenticity for the American people. Westward expansion, land speculation, social mobility, individualism, and a ceaseless quest for material well-being are all aspects of the new way of life. So much that Tocqueville quotes, "They encounter good fortune nearly everywhere, but not happiness," end quote. 3. Women in America. Remember, he was coming from France, so seeing the role that women play in America's democracy, he praised this development. He also talked about women and the strong link they have with religion, as well as exercising a high degree of choice for a partner and marriage, of course in contrast to France. However, he still approved of the stereotyped gender role, and he does not challenge the exclusion of women from suffrage. 4. Tyranny of the majority and mild despotism. This is the main idea of Tocqueville. He was acutely sensitive to thinking these dangers arise from excess in the democratic system. For Tocqueville, the most effective restraint on the potential tyranny of the majority in America, centralized authority, voluntary association, lawyers, juries, and the court system. However, he does admit that due to such a tyranny, there is no guarantee that it can be avoided. A more insidious threat to democracy is mild despotism, which arises when the people surrender their rights to an increasingly centralized and authoritarian government. 4. Self-interest. Well understood Tocqueville iconic doctrine of self-interest explains that self-interest is not to be confused with selfishness. Instead, it is an outlook that properly calibrates the relative weight of individualism versus group corporation. With these 5 main ideas in mind, let us take a closer look at how Alexis de Tocqueville has influenced 2 established modern democratic practices. The floor is yours, Richardo.